That's why we see today there are so many churches, but we're not seeing people doing it right. Hello? We're seeing many churches, but when we go out from churches, you will see the people that go to church, the way they are. They're wicked, they're exploitative, they're grossly selfish and self-centered. This is what you're going to meet in society. And then you see that the same society has seen people, they're criminals. They're out to defraud you. They're out to scam you. They take advantage of people. They use people. But yet, in that community, you see countless churches everywhere. Then you ask yourself, these people are meeting on the streets that are this mean and wicked. These people are meeting on the streets in the gospel that are this self-centered and evil. These people that are evil, where are they going to church? Is it not in the same church? Because the message we preach here has a ripple effect on things around us. So when we preach things that are misleading, definitely a lot of people out there will begin to practice what I'm preaching and you mislead a lot of people. So you ask yourself, the church will bless the wicked and expect the society to be okay. That's stupidity. Somebody is into some business that is evil and wicked. He's into human trafficking. He promised people to do something for them overseas. Only for them to take them there and turn them to prostitutes, both men and women prostitutes. Take their passport and everything, keep them there to prostitute for them, and give them a benchmark, that kind of money they had to make for them before he set them free. That person gets money through that business, comes to the church and pick a one for you to wait in as a pastor, and you rush to go and do that. Because he gave you some money. It's a man of God, this man support for the ministry and all that. You don't want to sit down and ask yourself, who is this man? Even at times when you know, the one that talks, when you even know that this man does such thing, he will get it. As far as I'm concerned, once you bring money, you collect the money, say, oh, God bless you. Oh, man, go sit down, let me bless you. Let me bless you. Let me release some anointing on you. Then when the church preaches such in the pulpit, encouraging people that are wicked, making messages to sound as if no matter what you do, it doesn't count. What do you expect people to do? They keep on doing the evil things they're doing. So what do you expect to happen in the society? The society will be decaying. To be decaying. Let me tell you one God told me. There are 3 institutions, if I categorize it that way, 3 institutions that God used to mold man, nurture man, to live a life that honors him. The first institution is the family. Family is the first institution God used to nurture man to become something that he will be proud of. Is the family. Now men fail. Men failed in family. They failed to raise their children in the wisdom and knowledge of God. Men failed. I'm just giving you a summary. The next institution God created after men failed is government. Government. If you read the Bible, you can see this thing. Abraham's family. After Abraham, Moses came in, it became government. Okay? After Abraham's family, he called him as a family. From family level, he went to government. Now, God is bringing leadership over the people and making laws. The government failed. Read the books of Kings. Government is supposed to help what the family could not do in the life of a man or woman. The government will be able to put it in the life of a man. When a family failed to promote, the government will correct it. Because all these institutions are still viable institutions that God used to mold men. There are a lot of things, there are a lot of people that didn't train their children. No problem. Don't train your children well. When the child grows and does that, the government will teach him That we don't care whether your father trained you or father didn't train you. If you do this, he will put you in prison. Who does that? Government. So when you go, your mother did not raise you properly. You are stealing his money. He's laughing over it. He doesn't take time to beat the child. Say, if you touch my money again, I'll mess you up. He laughs over it. He takes it for granted. He says, these children, I won't let me go and keep my money. Whether they will not keep it. You are supposed to pick him and flog the child very well. Tell that you don't steal. It's the wrong thing. But when you don't do that, the child grows to become a criminal in the society. God raised the government to put the person in order. That's why the prisons are now called correctional services. Now, to correct that wrong that was instilled on you through your parents, you want to correct it, put in the prison, take away your freedom, put you in a place where you have sober mind to reflect. But then you spend so much time, so long a time in prison, you understand what freedom is. So that fear of losing your freedom will make when you come out from that prison, you run away from those things you were doing before, that your parents are supposed to instill in you, that are doing that wrong. You run away from certain things. That's the government. But unfortunately, the government failed God. The government are making laws that promote immorality. Making laws that promote a lot of things that are evil and wicked. The government failed God. So the last one, God brought in. It's okay. When the family fails and the government fails, let me break it the church. The church is the last institution God provided to help man get the right perception of what it means to serve in the church. It's the last one. But today, what can we say about the church? We are failing God. We are the one that's supposed to correct the wrong that the family made on the child. The wrong that the government instilled on people. The church is the last institution God raised to correct this. But unfortunately, today the churches are running away from correction because they want to be popular. They want to be popular. So for that reason, they keep messages that will make people like them. At the end of that day, as a result of that, the church is misled. Here, Jesus, God talked about a woman named Jezebel. Now, in this case, in the case of the church in Pergamum, Jesus used Balaam. And when Jesus used Balaam, he used it figuratively. Okay? As I explained to you. But this one is not a figurative one. And this one is the name of the lady. Even though the lady had attributes of the Jezebel in the days of the kings. You see the way the Bible records it means that this very woman also, her name is Jezebel. God is not using Jezebel here figuratively. He isn't Jezebel because the woman name is Jezebel. But somehow, the woman also had the attributes of the Jezebel in the scriptures. But we must make that clarity. I don't want you to see it as a figurative speech because he said, that woman, you to rate that woman Jezebel. I say, who calls himself a prophet? So when he said that woman Jezebel, who calls herself a prophet, he's talking about the woman's name. And the woman claims that she's a prophet. But Jesus agreed that her teachings are misleading these people. How is she achieving it? Through her words. I told you today that some of these occultic men we go through around, people through around, their messages are laced with spell. Their prophecies are laced with spell. So once they begin to speak and you're listening, your heart, your mind will be closed. Their messages are laced with spell. So if you're expecting them to come out, put something or give you something to eat and make you process, you're wasting your time. As long as you're listening to their messages, that thing they're speaking is what draws you. Because there's a spell that goes with their words. So those spells is what makes people follow them foolishly. See, whether it's in the neighboring country, South Africa, we saw a church where people eat snake, right? People eat grass. It happened here. And you see the crowd following that man. those messages, those prophecies, the way he said, Sister, can I speak to you? I begin to speak. Those things he's speaking, as you hear it, those words carry spirit. To make you begin to run after them everywhere you go. You're going to do anything that has to do. It is hypnosis. There are people, causing people, through the messages. I was asking me that he knows that I listen to the secular music. So I asked him, what is wrong with secular music? He was looking at me. He said, I listen to secular music. I asked him, what is wrong with secular music? What is wrong? I said, no, secular music is what? They laughed at him. I said, let me tell you. Some of the churches you go, you hear messages. Their messages speak of Christ, but their messages will make you more worldly than the secular music. Some of the gospel music here are also laced with spells. So, my dear, listen to worldly music, listen to gospel music. Devil can use if you are run away from devil. If you are trying to avoid devil deceiving you from listening to secular music, just don't fool yourself, because devil will catch you with gospel music. He will catch you with listening to sermons. So the right attitude towards things that can pollute you is to have a good prayer life. Have a good prayer life. So whether you listen to secular or you listen to gospel, because each one can be used by the devil. Even messages of the man of God have been used by the devil to love people. A lot of people have been bewitched through gospel music, bewitched through messages of men of God, more than a secular music can ever corrupt them. And I told them, my dear, I'm sure myself. There is any pastor that is satanic and one that is Christian. Hallelujah. Though is though, far is far. Me, so is so. There's no one that says this though it is Satan. This one though is for God. The music alphabets, the music lyrics are the same. And if you don't know, it is God that gave some of them gifts to sing secular music if you don't know. Don't deceive yourself. The church, the devil is using things that are things we believe are good things. People wanted to be with you. People wanted to be with you with Christian books. It's not a reality. You tell the pastor, I bought one book for you. I bought one book for you. A Christian book to read. But don't have Christian book to go to read. They have placed it in an altar. For certain, do so make action in that book. That through this book, they'll enter you. Because all you need to concentrate on that book for 10 minutes. As you read it, the earlier you read it, something from that book is entering you the more you read it. But if the book is a Christian book, so I tell you, my dear, why some people have, regard for certain things, people believe that what makes you a Christian doesn't make it. Why people have such regard? Because they have not developed their spirits to a level of spiritual maturity. 1, 2, they have not been exposed to spiritual conflicts. If you're exposed, you know that this regard you have to secular men is baseless. Because if your purpose is that you don't want it to corrupt you, I'm telling you, people are corrupted even much more than the secular music can corrupt them in the church with the message of the man of God. People have been infiltrated, destroyed from the message of the man of God. A message that is laced with spells. People have been hypnotized to destroy their homes, destroy their marriages. Businesses have been robbed from people. Not outside the church. In the church is where they took your destiny. Number one church I went long time ago. I was going to that church. I did pass out that church. And then I God showed me the two guys was in that church praying. And the man wearing hood, the way which is his hood, black hood, covering him all down. I saw the man came there, I was praying. He came there, he took my Bible, he left. I woke up, that man was still young, I'm not gotten this mature in Christian faith. But now mature, I knew what God was showing them. And I thank God that I didn't go for it. He was telling me, in this church you are, that the truth will be brought from you. The words, but the man